Alright, my friends, a few hours ago, I asked a simple question. I said, is it just me, or is the mainstream media largely ignoring the devastation caused by Hurricane Helene? And the responses I got were overwhelmingly yes. I've gotten a ton of messages from people asking, where's Joe Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? Well, Joe Biden, his schedule is online every single day, and he's currently on vacation in Delaware. What confuses me about Joe Biden is he's got about 30 days until the election, and then he's going off into retirement. Why not show some empathy and show some support for people who've lost everything from Hurricane Helene? Kamala Harris, she's in California for several high-profile fundraisers. She's hosting one with Alanis Morissette. In the words of Alanis Morissette, you ought to know. As many of you have pointed out, if this hurricane happened in Ukraine, Joe Biden would have sent billions of dollars over to Zelensky by now, but he's on vacation, not really paying attention to what's happening in North Carolina, Georgia, Florida, etc. I've gotten heartbreaking messages today, primarily from people in North Carolina saying they can't find loved ones, their entire neighborhood's been devastated, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, they are not showing up for them as the federal government. They're supposed to be the leaders of the country. Now, thankfully, we have independent media, independent journalists on the ground covering this. I've also seen state and local officials and local leaders stepping up to the plate. We've seen Ron DeSantis really step up in the midst of this crisis. I'm still combing through my messages, but several people have said this is as bad as Katrina. Where's Joe Biden? Where's Kamala Harris? Why is the mainstream news not covering this more? Now, you guys know by now, I'm not owned by the RNC or the DNC. I just call it like it is. The only thing I'm beholden to is the truth. And the truth is, we have seen this film before. We've seen it with East Palestine, Ohio, and how Joe Biden and Kamala Harris largely ignored that as well. We've seen it with Maui, Lahaina. This is not new to any of us. Right now, it should not be a priority for Kamala Harris to go to high-profile fundraisers in California. What would really win her over a lot of points a month out from the election would be getting on a plane and going to the epicenter of this crisis. Now, Donald Trump is heading to Georgia tomorrow to pass out supplies to make a statement to the press because he understands the severity of this crisis. Here's an example of some of the messages I'm receiving. This person says, I'm in South Carolina. They've been without power or internet for 48 hours. Where is the federal government? Why are they not stepping in? Why has Joe Biden not made a national statement yet? The last thing I will say is this. I imagine wealthy, billionaire private equity folks are salivating and licking their lips at this crisis. They're seeing entire neighborhoods being wiped out. They can come in, buy up those homes, and then rent them back to the American people. I actually spoke to someone before sitting down to film this video who knows what he's talking about. He's very wealthy, and he said some of these private equity firms went in before the hurricane to try and make deals. It's worth pointing out a lot of these big private equity firms have stakes in a lot of the mainstream media. They have stakes in the Democratic Party. They're their top donors. So maybe it's in their best interest to sweep this under the rug. All right, my friends, thanks for liking and following. Drop a comment. Tell me how you're doing right now. Are you personally being affected? Are your friends and family being affected? Can you get in touch with them? I know it sounds absolutely trite, but I am sending love. I'm sending prayers to everybody affected by Hurricane Helene. I will see you on the next one. Bye.